What's going on, everyone? This is Razerview, and today we're talking Mowgli, which just released out on Netflix this past weekend. Now, this movie is basically being called Andy Serkis's version of The Jungle Book. This movie actually went into production before Disney's most recent live-action Jungle Book, which was done by Jon Favreau. The funny thing about this movie, though, is that it took so long to make that Jungle Book came out, made a ton of money, and actually won awards for its animation. Now, this version of that was supposed to be so intensive and so amazing with its motion capture technology. That's probably why it took so long to come out. But let me tell you, the criticism of this technology is well warranted. And I don't even want to say this, but once you notice it, you will not unsee it. They basically graft the actors' faces and impose them onto the animals' faces. And it's very jarring at first. It looks wild, but you're watching this movie and you're like, that doesn't look like a panther. And then all of a sudden you see Christian Bale's eyes, and then you see Christian Bale's face, and then you'll never unsee it again. And I gotta say, it's not visually pleasing. I think there's definitely a reason why. I believe it's Warner Bros. Saw that Jungle Book came out, made all this money and won awards, and saw the project that they had on their hands, and they said, hey Netflix, want a movie? Now, that aside, I mean, the CGI wasn't mind-blowing, but it was decent. I will say though, I'm glad I didn't pay to see this movie in the theaters. I did not mind seeing it on Netflix, but man, and it's just because it looked creepy and weird. But that being aside, I will give this movie some credit. I see online that it's being panned a lot for the darkness of it. And trust me, do not watch this with your kids. This is a much darker version of The Jungle Book. If you want to start singing the bare necessities, that movie's already out. Just watch that. But if you want to see a different twist on the story, I think they do a great job with it. I genuinely liked how it went. I mean, it does get a little weird toward the end with Matthew Rhys showing up like 2/3 into the movie for no reason, but it's fine. I actually love the performances aside from you seeing their faces on the animals, but like Benedict Cumberbatch does a great job voice acting, as well as Christian Bale. Cate Blanchett plays the Python. Like they all do great voice acting jobs. Well, that's why I think people thought this movie was going to be huge, but nevertheless, if you want something to watch on a Friday night, if you have Netflix, I definitely recommend watching this. If you don't have Netflix and you want to see this movie, I don't know, wait, it'll probably come on TV soon enough. Honestly, what I will say though, the kid, Mowgli himself, in this movie was great. The actor playing him was way better than the one in Jungle Book. I saw that movie in theater and I thought that kid was so annoying. But in this movie, I actually was pulling for him. I loved his performance. The story was fine. I would say though, we need to kind of get away from this motion capture technology. If you want to see animals talking and it done almost perfectly, watch Babe. Not the second one where the pig's going into the city. The first one. It's a great, great story. And I believe what they did was just waited for the animals to like yawn. But it actually looked like they were talking. And it looked so much better than this. This just felt like, I don't know what this technology is, but it's creepy. And this movie, due to its dark tone, I would say it almost reminds me of The Ghost in the Darkness, starring Val Kilmer and Michael Keaton. If you want to see a really cool African safari lion movie, check that movie out. But like I said, I will not disagree with the overall score that I'm seeing online for this is like a 54%. It's decent. I can see why it's on Netflix, and it's worth the watch. It was fun. But that's pretty much all I have for this one. But like I said, if you have Netflix and you're looking for something to watch on a Friday night, cozying up in this December weather, I definitely recommend giving this a shot. If you don't have Netflix, like I said, don't worry about it. But thank you guys for watching, and as always, I'll see you soon.